Hey everybody, I'm Philip,
And I'm Justin.
and together we are pajamas. And someone's a birthday boy!
Yes.
Yay! As of this recording, it's your
Mhm.
birthday. It's not your birthday when we're releasing this, because Lord knows when this is going to be released. But it is his birthday, so to celebrate, so you could pick any movie that you wanted, and we would watch and react to it. And you picked,
Hocus Pocus.
yes, he has never seen this movie before.
Will I ever cease to surprise you? Maybe I will.
Maybe. It is a iconic movie, both for Disney fans. It's an iconic movie for the gay community. It's somehow being part of both. You've not seen this.
Yes, I'm excited to see it and ashamed that I haven't done this earlier.
It's an older movie. It was in the 90s, so it was like 92, 94 that it was made. I forget. So we're gonna rectify that by checking it out. So you're ready to finally watch a movie that you should have watched a long time ago.
Yes.
A Disney movie that even I've seen that you haven't.
Yes, that's actually very interesting.
Right? Also, last time I saw this movie was in the 90s. I'm old. So it's going to be kind of like watching it again for the first time for most of it. I know the plot and the actors and stuff, but like the beats to get there. So I've seen it, but it'll be like watching it again and refreshing myself.
And all that I know about is that it's something about three witches.
Good on him for avoiding spoilers for this movie for the majority of his lifetime. All right. Are you ready?
Yes.
All right. Without further ado, let's get into it. Patrons, I'll be taking this at some point. This is a headache powder. It is a Goodies headache powder. It is nothing else. My head really hurts, so just let you know.
Let's barbecue and fillet.
Hang him on a hook and let me play with him.
No! Book? We are just three kindly old spitzer ladies. Spending a quiet evening at home.
Sucking the lives out of little children.
Listen to them not!
Oh.
Away!
Aw.
Away, beast!
Might make the witches come back to life.
Give me a break. In case Jimi Hendrix shows up tonight, here's my number. No thanks, I don't smoke. They're very health conscious in Los Angeles. You got any cash? Oh, Allison. You're so soft. Just wanna... Danny!
Kiss me, I'm Allison.
Mom and Dad told you to stay out of my room.
Couldn't you forget about being a cool teenager just for one night? Please?
Aw.
I'd just like to see you try. Because it just so happens I've got my big brother.
Oh.
Max. Information. He's a little leaguer.
Whoa! Ooh, I'm a little leaguer.
She is not helping. Aw.
It would have killed me.
He used to have died like a man.
Ooh.
Hey! So collect your candy and get out of my life.
Aw.
I want to go home. Rich people. They'll probably make us drink cider and bob for apples. Jackpot! Whoa!
Max Dennison.
Allison.
Do you guys want some cider?
Sure.
What do you call him, Max? Yabos? Max likes her yabos. In fact, he loves them.
I'm really really into witches.
Really? Me too. We just learned about those sisters in
Oh
school.
Oh,
no.
you mean the Sanderson sisters? The bones of 100 children were buried within these walls.
Oh, great.
Oh, great.
Will raise the spirits of the dead when lit by a virgin on Halloween night.
Max, no!
You! He makes fire in his hand.
Nice going, Max.
You can talk.
Yeah, no kidding. Now, get the spell book. Come on, move it.
Shut up! It is but water!
Tis a black river. Perhaps it is not too deep.
Tis firm!
Whoa. Come on, it's a great.
Dost thou comprehend?
Ended beautifully, Winnie. The way you said it started out with the adventure part, and then you sort of slowly.
Explain
went
what?
Come! We fly!
like the cat yelling.
Of us.
And its purpose?
To convey gorgeous creatures such as yourselves to your most forbidden desires.
Well, we desire children.
Hey, that may take me a couple of tries, but I don't think that'd be a problem. Come on up. I need one of those instant ice packs. You girls are giving me a fever.
Binks, look out!
Oh.
Speed bump!
There we go.
Bless you.
Sisters, I'm very confused.
What kind of costume? What the heck? Why don't you come in? Come into the non-smoking section. Come on.
And he's a virgin.
Are you a virgin? Really? I thought I was a real cop.
He has a little woman.
Sounds tasty. Sisters, Satan has married Medusa. See the snakes hanging here?
I don't want to play in this. I don't want to play.
Wow! Neat brew!
Mommy, I lost 5 pounds according to the vet.
Master.
Oh my goodness, who must this charming young blood donor be?
Dad!
What are you supposed to be?
Madonna. Well, you know.
And now you're mine.
Get over here. Did you find them?
Find who?
Thank you, Max, for that marvelous introduction. I put a spell on you.
Oh, I wish we had the camera.
What is this place?
It reeks of children.
It is a prison for children.
We'll only hunt mice for fun.
You're going to turn me into one of those fat, useless, contented house cats.
You betcha.
Hello. I want my book. Bonjour. Je veux mon livre.
You
want to smash some pumpkins?
Nah.
Why was I cursed with such idiot sisters?
Just lucky, I guess.
Oh, man, how come it's always the ugly chicks that stay out late?
Ooh.
Chicks.
We haven't much time left.
Chicks.
We shall have to make the potion from memory. I was here. Yes. The book was there. You, Betty, you were here. Sarah, you were in the back, dancing idiotically. The book said, yes. I remember it like it was yesterday. Yes.
I'm gonna cute!
No, Binks told us not to open it.
Well, the witches are dead. What harm could it do?
Mm.
Oh, do you want to hit me? Does that cheer you up? Okay.
This is the end.
No.
Mary,
What?
take me to the window.
Yes, Minnie.
I wish to say goodbye.
Yes, Minnie.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye, cruel world.
Bye-bye, cruel world.
Come, we fly!
Fly! On what? Do we fly? Winnie?
Oh, listen to this. It doesn't matter how young or old you are. You sold your soul. You're the ugliest thing that's ever lived, and you know it.
There's one thing that I know that you don't.
And what is that?
Daylight savings time.
Oh.
Daylight savings time.
Oh, this trick is a game.
Oh, you're right. You're always right. I don't know how
It's
you...
my curse. That, and you too. Get off me, you thundering oafs!
Sorry.
Look, I want to get that little rat-faced kid that called me.
Oh, don't say it, dirty.
Ugly?
Oh, oh,
Hello there. Let me see your driver's permit.
Come on, move. Move out of the way.
Wait, no. No, he's a good zombie.
This'll teach you to call people ugly. Open your mouth.
Oh. Oh. Ooh.
Uh-oh. You saved my life.
Well, I had to. I'm your big brother.
I love you, jerkface.
I love you too.
I had to wait 300 years for a virgin to light a candle.
So that was Hocus Pocus.
That was lighthearted.
So it was interesting to see Disney take on darker themes. So witchcraft and sucking the life force out of children.
Yes.
You know. Like with some minor tweaking, this could be like a really like story.
It can be interpreted in many different ways.
Yeah. So this was your first time seeing it. What'd you think?
I actually liked it.
Were you expecting not to?
Well, I wasn't sure what to expect, actually.
Right. Yeah, I forgot like so much of this. Like I knew about the sisters and I knew what like they took the life force from children. And I vaguely remembered the adults having to dance because of the song that Bette Midler sung. And I remembered the cat. And that was about it. So a lot of the jokes, a lot of like stuff that, you know, it was like hearing it again for the first time. Because it's been like a lot of years. Decades, one would say, since I've seen this. So
It was made back when computers looked like boxes.
47.
So this was made in 1993. So I said 92 or 94. It was like right in the middle of those. I was much younger when this came out. So for the most part, I thought the effects held up pretty well. Like, obviously, it was green screen stuff, and like the flying was a little wonky. But for the movie, like it wasn't supposed to be polished.
Yes.
You know, it worked, and
Disney definitely did well with this one. It's a comedy-themed horror, and they made it very well.
Yeah. Disney horror, I guess. So, you know, it's going to be more lighthearted and family-friendly. You know, we had the classic intro from the Disney thing. Like, we don't, you know, that was like nostalgia. It's like, whoa, that's what it looked like back in the day. Yeah, but for the most part, the CGI looked good. Not CGI. For the most part, the effects were good. Seeing Doug Jones was a trip because he has gone on to have an amazing career. So that was cool. And the work they did with the cat was really good. With the cat talking and the movements. Yeah, they did a really good job with the cat, I thought. Not much to nitpick really about this. Like, you kind of just you have to accept it for what it is, like flaws and all. Because it's not meant to be a perfect movie. It's a Disney movie. It's a 90s Disney movie, and like back when they were riding high in the 90s. We had Hocus Pocus, Mulan, Lion King.
Called the Golden Age of Disney?
Maybe it was. But yeah, this is when they were putting out bangers.
And Disney, as usual, did not let me down for entertaining me.
Disney actually entertained me. So, but this is in the era of Disney that I liked. I haven't seen the original Mulan, but I've seen Lion King, and you know, I've seen this, like Aladdin. That was really good. So, like 90s Disney, I do like. Well, Disney just kind of got, I don't know, as Disney went on, like pre-90s and post-90s just hit or miss with me. And it wasn't until like Pixar became, which was interesting because in the credits, it says Pixar in there. And there are 3 people. It's like, whoa, it's like a whole freaking thing now.
Yes, when I saw that, I actually was wondering if by Pixar they meant the Pixar.
Yeah, if so, that's crazy. Like, 3 people. If not, then it's just, you know, happens to be a coincidence. My neck just crunched. Ow. But I thought it was pretty cool. I mean, if I had to nitpick, it'd be the acting. But then again, it's a Disney movie. It's a live action Disney movie. So I thought that, bringing up the cast now, it was crazy to see Thora Birch, little tiny thing. That was crazy. Her acting was okay-ish. I can't put it down though because it was not just a Disney movie and not just a family movie. It was like a family witch movie. Like, how do you make that? How do you balance that? And do it so well that it became a cult classic. You know, to this day, it's still, you know, revered by so many. Even I like it. Like, this is one of the few Disney movies I would own.
Yes, and actually, when I was at the store last year around Halloween, I saw that they even had Hocus Pocus themed merchandise still.
Yeah, isn't that crazy? Like, all this time later, almost 30 years later. Fuck, I'm old. But all this time later, it's still marketable and it's still profitable. That's how, like, it's not a perfect movie. But as far as standing the test of time, it is.
So it can at least present itself as a classic.
It is, yeah.
If it's still remembered to this day and isn't one of those films that you have to blow the dust and go through the pages to find out that it existed.
Yeah. I mean, it's not just a classic Disney movie. It's a classic movie. It's not, like I said, it's not a perfect movie. But it doesn't have to be. Because its strength is not in trying to be polished and shiny. Its strength is in the characters, and this is the kind of whimsical I can get behind. I don't know how this is going to come out in the timeline of things in the future, but this is the kind of whimsical I can do. Like, did it push the envelope a little bit for me? Yeah, but it's supposed to. It's supposed to be geared for adults and children. That's a hard balance to nail, and they do. Like, were the bullies a little cringy, yeah.
Yes, there were some areas that I did think were. But overall, I would say yes, it was definitely entertaining.
What areas did you think? Just out of curiosity, like what was like ooh to you?
Well, yes, I thought that the bullies were a bit much, but then again, it was the 90s.
Yeah, my bullies didn't act like that. My bullies just came out and kicked my ass.
Yes, it seemed very strange to want the shoes. How are they even his shoe size?
Yeah, right. Like he looked much bigger and much older. Okay. Was there anything else?
You would have to look at my emotional facial features to find that out.
I know there's a lot of you going like, but those are the parts that were supposed to be like.
Yes, that are supposed to be.
Yeah, yeah. I'll reference a couple of them in here. Like this is gonna be a fun one to go edit just for your reactions because you were so animated, and it's always a treat when you like something's like you're into something like that. I know I won't put you on the spot because I know you don't like that. But if you could think of something off the top of your head, like what was a favorite moment or scene or something that stuck out that was.
There were a few, actually.
Okay.
For example, the blonde one, her singing voice, if that's her real voice, it's very beautiful.
It sounded like her.
One of the things that I also liked was the musical of Putting a Spell on You.
Yeah.
I thought that was choreographed very well.
Yes, and I thought it was incorporated into the movie really well.
Yeah.
And it made sense for Bette Midler to get the singing number because she's a fantastic singer. So it worked. And it worked with it worked with the story because she was literally putting a spell on all the adults. They were going to dance until they were dead.
Yes.
It's just crazy. It's cool, but it's funny.
A literal dance of death.
Yeah, exactly.
I saw that you wrote notes.
Yes, I did.
I'm very curious about them. Let's go to the notes.
Okay. There's not many notes. There's only like barely a page.
Philip's notes.
So, in the beginning, I wrote those 1993. And I wrote the notes are 92. We changed it to 93 in real time. There we go. I wrote those 1993 effects. Takes you back. Not shitting on it, like I said. It was actually fine for the time. But like in the beginning where it shows like the shadow of the witch flying over like the woods and the lake and the rivers and stuff, I was like, 1993. Then the part where they're doing the potion, they have to bite off a piece of their tongue and spit. I was like, ow. Like, if you spit your tongue, it hurts.
Hopefully they probably did. No magic to have it grow back because they could still talk very well.
Exactly, yeah. I thought that too. I was like, you'd be kind of like fucking weird if you bit part of your tongue off, but they didn't. So, and then the scene where the Sanderson sisters have already sucked the life force out of the poor child and had already turned Binks into a black kitty cat. So they get dragged out into like the main square of the little village and everything, and they get hanged. And I was like, I suppose that's the most PG you can do a hanging in a Disney movie. Because it was just like feet drop, and I was like,
yes.
Boom.
Once in a while, Disney is able to get a little bit of darkness here and there and make it presentable.
That's what they could have done with under the guidelines they were working in. I like the part where Danny was telling Allison that Max liked her yabos.
Yes, that was one scene that must have humiliated him.
I have to give the screenwriters credit. The humor worked for the most part in this one. Like especially like Sarah Jessica Parker just being like the ditzy witch. Like the boy hungry ditzy witch. You know, I thought it was.
I really liked her.
Yeah, her stuff worked. I thought they all worked. Like, you know, Kathleen and Jimmy just being like the dog, like barking and sniffing stuff out, but also kind of stupid. They're both just dumb. And she was like, her curse was having like two stupid sisters. That was funny. I thought to myself, okay, immortality as a cat can't be that bad. It could be worse.
Yes, I actually wouldn't mind that myself.
Man, you get to be a kitty cat and immortal. There you go.
Yes, eternal youth and eternal beauty at the same time.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Who needs 9 lives when you just have one? And then the sisters come back because Max, the virgin, lit the candle of the black flame candle, rather. And
yes, the film here and there keeps on going on. Yes, a virgin, a virgin. No, at least my awareness, no male anywhere in the world likes to have it be advertised that they're a virgin.
Well, that's why the joke was like he was the virgin, but they didn't talk about Allison. But the Sanderson sisters come back. They're chasing them. Then they stop. They're like, a black river! And it's just tar. It's just the road.
Yes.
And then the cops and the ambulance sirens are coming. They're like, ah! And they run back.
Yes.
Them dealing with modern day stuff was really well done.
Both funny and actually realistic. Mm-hmm. That if someone from back then were to pop into 1990s or even actually worse even today, because it's easy to make things look even more real than before.
True. Yeah.
Well, yes, they wouldn't have known what that fire engine is. Although at the same time, yes, they could easily be tricked. They thought that the rain was, well, from the sprinkler was going to kill them. Yeah. They also thought that, oh, the sun was coming up despite the light was purple. Since when is the sun purple?
Yeah.
I would have thought that people that didn't have electricity and relied on the sky for light would have known that suns are usually yellow or orange, sometimes red, but never purple.
Yeah.
I'd like it if it were sometimes.
Yeah.
But
I also liked well, it was okay. It was okay. I'm not a big fan of the actor, because he kind of plays the same character over and over, but he was in Soap Dish, which I showed you. When the Sanderson sisters saw the guy dressed as the devil, they're like, Master!
Yeah.
Not a big fan of the actor. He just kind of plays the same character in every movie to me. It could just be his delivery. Although if I remember correctly, that was actually his sister that was playing his wife. The wife was like Laverne and Shirley lady. I'm so fucking old. I should stop talking.
She did have that area accent.
Master, the guy that was a devil, played the TV executive in Soap Dish. That was like when they were like around that big table, and he's the one that walks in and sits down, and they're all talking to him, trying to sell him on what's going on. So I think if anything was a low point, it was them. Like that whole scene, like it wasn't my favorite. It was funny just to see them think that this guy dressed as a devil was actually, their master.
Yes.
And then they said that the one lady was Medusa because she had like the things in her hair. That was funny. I enjoyed them figuring out what Halloween was. Because first I thought they thought there were hobgoblins running around, and all that. She's like, I smell children, but I don't see children. And then she's like, no, All Hallows Eve has become a thing like that they celebrate, and these are children. And
yes,
it was fun just watching them figure out.
Yes, it comes with its benefits and consequences of what Halloween has become.
And then of course we get the musical number where we talked about it, so that was cool.
Oh yes,
that was cool. Definitely a highlight. Then they run up to the school and they're like, what's this? It's a prison for children.
When you think about it, it can be, especially for some people.
At first, I was sad that Binks wouldn't turn back into being, a kid anymore, a young man. He did eventually, but at the time, I was like, oh, that sucks. Like when they trap the sisters in that like kiln area, and then the dust goes into the sky, and he's like stuck. There's a cat. And I thought it was sweet for Danny to be like, my children will take care of you, and their children's children will take care of you, et cetera, et cetera.
That was sweet, though I would have thought that maybe, well, like what the girl thought, if there was a spell that turned him into a cat, maybe there's one that can turn him back into mortal, though they would probably, turn him back to being human. And although I would first want to consult if that would be what he wanted, maybe he is content, maybe he feels better as a cat. She didn't ask him.
Yeah. And then the bullies come along and they're making fun of the witches, and some of those, I forget the exact line, but something like, only at this hour are there ugly chicks out. And she's like, chicks. She got mad about being called a chick, but not ugly at first. She was later. She didn't want to be called ugly because she was called ugly later again, and then it hurt her feelings. But she was like, chicks. That was funny. Of all things to be mad about.
I was actually wondering if, out of rage, that they would have turned them into chickens.
Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't. But speaking of the bullies, I'm really glad that Max didn't save them. Like when they were escaping, they kept them in the cages in the house. Make your bed, lie in it, sit in a cage, shut up. I liked it. I wouldn't have saved them.
Well, like you say, one good turn deserves another.
And then, in the end, the sisters fail because Winnie got greedy. She had a plethora of children to choose from that were under Sarah's spell. Just have one of them drink the potion. But no, she wanted Danny.
Yes.
I was like, and Sarah actually was kind of, she's like, just give it to one of the kids. We can get her later. So her own like obsessiveness for wanting to go after Danny, in the end, cost them certain victory.
I actually thought that myself. I thought, well, could you do that after you get your lives back?
Yeah.
Because, well, they are probably going to not be going anywhere far.
Yeah. They know where they live.
Yes, and of course there's the time. They cannot stop the sun from rising. But what they can do is that they can make do with what they have.
Exactly.
And then brew more.
Yeah, exactly. And I thought it was interesting that for her continually calling her sisters stupid. Oh, and also that part, then Mary says, like, you're right. How are you always right? And she's like, it's a curse. Thought that was clever. Just as having two idiot sisters. But funny thing is, it was the two idiot sisters that didn't cause their downfall. It was her. So I thought that was clever.
Yes.
Like, it was the smartest one that, in the end, doomed them. So that's a little turnabout. So, yeah. And that is all for my notes. Everything else are for my patrons over on Patreon. But, yeah. That is your birthday movie.
Thank you so much. I really enjoyed it.
I'm glad. There are several movies that I have in my memory banks I haven't seen yet that we need to get to. But as always, I want the birthday movie to be, something special. And
yes, I've actually had quite a whimsical weekend. Now that you think about it, because yesterday was a Doctor Who Christmas special. Here it's Hocus Pocus by Disney. Yes, it was not only a whimsical night, but basically a whimsical weekend.
Yeah, there you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, well, for those watching, now Justin has finally seen Hocus Pocus. He's now part of the club. Let's all welcome him to the club, the Cool Kids Club.
I can have my gay card back?
Yeah, I didn't take it away from you. I just hid it.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Is there anything else you'd like to add about this movie?
No.
Okay.
It's one that can already speak very well for itself.
Yes. Well, happy birthday.
Thank you.
And, yeah. It's going to wrap this one up. As always, I don't have a fancy outro, so I'll simply say thank you for watching, and we will see you in the next one. Until then, goodbye.
Goodbye.